Making the viral dot cake. This has been all over my For You page. If it's not on yours, let me fill you in. It's basically these cake cups with sprinkles on top from a bakery in New York. They're so pretty and have an oddly satisfying crunch. I saw other people recreate it with store-bought cake mix and frosting, so I couldn't resist doing the same with the most elite frosting flavor. You spread just a thin layer on top and then dip it in the sprinkles. Refrigerate for about an hour to ensure that oddly satisfying top layer. I loved it. The sprinkles really make it top tier. I know it seems so simple, but it really is the little things. And then I use the rest of the batter to make cupcakes.
Let's make the viral dot cakes. Cake is cooked and cool. Oh my god, that is such a moist cake. Of course, we're using Betty Crocker vanilla icing. Doing a big glob on each, smooth it out. For the fun part, I've got a few different sprinkles, but I think I'm gonna go with these. One by one, we're just gonna come back to taste.
Look, I usually ignore 99% of viral food trends, and I know that this one is polarizing, but it also felt like it was made for our single-serve dessert series. Today, we are making a single-serve dot cake. While most recipes have you baking a sheet cake and cutting out the rounds, we're skipping all of that nonsense and baking up the perfect-sized mini cake right in a ramekin. The homemade frosting can be made without a mixer and is the perfect base for that layer of crunchy nonpareil sprinkles. Check out the caption for the recipe info and let me know in the comments how you're feeling about this trend.
Guys, we made the viral dot cake, a funfetti vanilla cake with a birthday cake buttercream and raspberry swirl in there. I'll show you. Nailed it. 20 minutes was perfect. While that cools, we can just make some classic buttercream. We need 1 full cup of room temperature salted butter in. I like to give that a little whippity-doo-dah first. Mix. 4 cups of powdered sugar. I just like to add it gradually in. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You could just do vanilla. I'm gonna still add a ½ teaspoon of the almond extract in. Mix. You can add up to a 1/4 cup of cream. Try it. It's so good. I am gonna use the rest of the sugar though. So I think 4 cups is like the perfect amount of sugar. Just a little pinch of salt for balance. And done. Honestly, buttercream's my favorite frosting. I know people like the fancy stuff, but that's perfection. We have icing. I bought the cups. I just ordered them online. You can get 4-ounce ones. These ones are 8 ounces. I maybe should have got the smaller ones, but they came with a lid. Imagine like decorating these, the name of the birthday person, and making a full pyramid. I think that would be so cute. I have jam and we have our sprinkles. Guys, are these bigger than normal dotty sprinkles? I think they are. I wish they were smaller. Guys, the cake, it's so good. a layer of buttercream, raspberry jam, a layer of our cake, and one last layer of buttercream. Gotta be nice and flat. Bunch of these into a bowl. Oh, could have been really bad. Dunk. Okay, I've had some learnings. Let me show you the best way to do this. For one, don't bother cutting it into circles. I find that breaking it up like this is actually better because you kind of cover more surface area. You also don't need to use a piping bag. Jam is the same. The bits of cake and layer it like that. Also, this was kind of dumb of me, but you need double the amount of buttercream. I made the amount that I use for a normal cake. You need more than that. I'll double it for the recipe on the screen. Then for the sprinkles, instead of dunking it, a spoon and ladle them on top and then pat them down. If you see any gaps where you can see the buttercream, add a few more. Just like that. See, this was my first one. It like overflowed. It's not level anymore. So don't dunk it. Just top it off like that. Guys, I think they might be perfect. Quinn, you want to try one with me? We'll try this one that I messed up. The rest of them get lids. It's so fun. I think covering them and then letting them chill for a while is the best way to get that really like crispy top. Let's try it. So good. I already knew this cake was delicious, but the sprinkles just makes it that much better.
Whoa.
What do you think?
That was an explosive flavor.
You like it? We nailed it. You guys should try this.
Welcome to Shark Week, where I make my wife something with all the chocolate in the world because it's that time of the month. Studies show that eating chocolate on your period can boost your mood and help with cramps, so in the name of science, I'm making a chocolate dot cake. And since this girl is going through it, I thought the least I could do was make the sprinkles from scratch just to show her my appreciation. Because, you know, if she has to go through a week of torture, I can spend 2 hours developing carpal tunnel. So anyways, once those are finally piped out and my armor is about to fall off, I'm going to set them aside to harden while I get started on making our cake. Now look, I know the trend of making these cakes might be over with, but that doesn't change the fact that my wife has been asking for this for the last 3 weeks. And look, I can't blame her because I kind of want it too. So now once my dry and wet ingredients are all mixed up, I'm going to toss them together with a little hot water to make the world's runniest batter, but there's a little something I like to call it trust the process. Because I mean, come on, just look at that. That's a fluffy cake. So now while that cools, the final step is to make the frosting that the dot cake is going to be layered with, and the finish line is so close I can taste it. Now look, since we're this far into the video, I feel like I can admit something. I don't get the hype behind these things. I mean, literally all it is just cake. And you're lying to yourself if you say you like sprinkles that much. I will say though, making them from scratch is really satisfying because look how cool those turned out. But anyways, after 4 hours, our dot cake is finally done, and I can't lie, it does look pretty dang good. And wifey must have thought so too because I could barely get a bite.
Now, don't get me wrong, I love sprinkles. And yet, when this came up on my feed for the 100th time, I was so confused at everyone making entire cakes to only cut out small ramekins worth. So I thought, I don't love wasting cake. Instead, let's make this in the microwave. All you need is a few spoonfuls of pantry ingredients, the microwave, your favorite frosting, and dot sprinkles.
I'm going to show you how to make the viral dot cakes. Today, my littlest, Theodore, turns 5. He's got a big birthday party coming up, but I wanted to make him something little just for today. First, we need a big bowl. 3 cups of flour. I want this to be very birthday cakey, so we're going to add a whole package of instant vanilla pudding. Baking powder and salt. 2½ cups of sugar. Mix it all together. Set that aside. 2 cups of milk. 4 whole eggs. 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Always add your wet to dry ingredients, not dry to wet, otherwise you get those clumpy lumps. Get a cookie sheet with parchment and spray it generously. Dump it in. We're gonna bake this at 325 for about 20 minutes. Here it is, fully baked. I want them to be the same shape, so I'm using my ceramic ramekins. And all of my cookie cutters are at the bakery, so we're gonna use glass with sharp, perfectly round edges. Boop. Listen, I get it. What's the hype? It's just cake. It's cake in a cup. Yeah, it is. Let people have fun. It's kind of the point of cake. I made some buttercream. Now we're gonna put some buttercream on the first layer. I'm gonna cover the whole thing in buttercream and level it off. Now we need that perfect nonpareil top. Time to let the birthday boy have one. Hi!
It's my birthday today.
How old are you? Do you want some cake?
Yes. Duh.
I don't know if that crunch is for me. It's something.
I've been seeing the viral dot cake everywhere, and I thought it would be fun to try to make a high protein version with some festive sprinkles for the 4th, and it came out so well. I started by making a pretty basic mug cake with my Jocko protein and egg white, which is super easy to put together and only takes 60 seconds to cook in the microwave. I had to get creative with the frosting because Greek yogurt is just not the same. So I whipped up some cream cheese, Greek yogurt, and maple syrup, and I'm actually really happy with how it tastes. It took less than 10 minutes to make and packs more than 20 grams of protein. And look how cute and festive the little sprinkles are. I'm obsessed.
Ice cream dot cake. Here you can have your cake and your ice cream. Perfect dessert to create for your guests before they arrive. You'll have this ready to go. We'll just cut out some circles of our cake, press it down. Here I added some chocolate ice cream, another layer of cake, and a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. We'll top it off with another cake layer and a thin layer of buttercream to stick on our sprinkles. This is a super fun, easy dessert, perfect for making ahead for those fun summer nights. Everyone loves cake and ice cream, and here you have both. It's the best of both worlds. We'll press it down and get our perfect dot cake sprinkles. Wow.
Currently in London, sunbathing, as you can tell. Currently 35 degrees in London today. Obviously went to Reamy's. If you know, you know. I got their dot cake. I hope you enjoyed that. I got the vanilla. Let's give it a taste test. So much icing. Shit. That is good. Going for a second bite. Let's go on the edge. Let's focus, please.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna polish this whole thing off now. Is there? Oh my god, there's more icing. I don't know if you see that, but that's more icing at the bottom. Well, I'm gonna need some privacy with this, so see you later. It does not work.
Olivia, what's your order?
More, because I asked you guys what you wanted.
Wow. Okay, that's really good, but it's really sweet.
You're like that.
That is weird. Look at that. That's crazy.
It's giving